Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about Trump, former President Trump, responding to the committee, calling him out, because he put out his televised response. And it's a normal Trump speech. But one part of it, really, it stuck in my ear, and it just rattled around. And it's not the first time I'd heard it. It was just the first time I heard it in that context and in that way. He said that the people on the committee were Marxists. You look that word up, and it says, somebody who believes in the writings, advocates for the writings of Marx. And you look that up, right? You look up marxism. What you find out is that it's a belief in a stateless, classless, moneyless society where the workers have seized the means of production and they control everything. You really think people in Congress are advocating for the working class? I mean, is that the image you get when you think of people in Congress? Right now, close your eyes and imagine Congressperson. What gets conjured up when you think of that? Somebody in the upper class, a multimillionaire who's part of the U.S. government. The antithesis of stateless, classless, and moneyless. The exact opposite. And then you think about who gives them campaign contributions. All those big businesses. They all own congresspeople, right? Do you really think they'd be giving millions of dollars to people who are advocating that their businesses be seized by the workers? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't track at all, like in any way, right? But here's the other part to this. When you really think about it, is it a mistake? I am fairly certain that when Trump was getting his economics degree at the Wharton School, that he probably encountered the economic theory of Marxism. I would imagine that he ran into that. And then you think about the other people that throw this term out. Where'd they go to school? Harvard, Yale, Brown. You think they don't know what it means? They totally do. They just know that you don't. So they can throw out that word and use it to rile people up, to scare people, to manipulate people, to trick people, to get them to do what they want. They stand there at those rallies, they give those speeches, they throw out that word, they get everybody angry, then they walk behind that curtain and they laugh. Because they know what it means. And they know there aren't any Marxists in Congress. That's not a thing. They're tricking you. And if you don't believe it, look at the reporting about those depositions in that Fox News case. I did not believe it for 1 second. Quote. But that didn't stop them from having wall-to-wall coverage of all of those claims about the election. They put it out there because it made them money, right? Certainly how it seems. And I would imagine behind the scenes, offset, they were laughing about it. They know that the American education system isn't great. They know their base doesn't know what Marxism is. Because, quote, I love the uneducated. Because they're easy to manipulate. They have tricked y'all. They have tricked you. One of the hardest things in the world is to admit that you have been tricked. And there's a whole lot of people in the Republican Party who are going to have to admit that they've got to do the hardest thing in the world. They played you, and they're still trying to do it. They played you about the election. They lied to you about that. And now they've moved on. A new term. It's not a new term. It's an old term. But they're going to bring it back out because they know you don't know what it means. And they know that, well, for a lot of people, since they don't know what it means, there's no way that they'll ever get that it's the exact opposite of what they're saying. They're lying to you again. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.